I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. SummerSlam that happened this weekend, as a wrestling fan, this was the final strike for me as a WWE fan, and I can no longer support this company anymore. As long as Triple H still has his job, I can't support the WWE anymore. Like, I will no longer watch Raw. I will no longer watch SmackDown. I will no longer watch. See, NXT I might still watch because Shawn Michaels is running that. But for this to be the first SummerSlam with a day one and day two, I expected so much more, and everything was ruined about SummerSlam because of Triple H. Because of Triple H prioritizing what he wants over what the fans want. Because of Triple H booking horrible matches, and because of Triple H having people win that shouldn't win and having people lose that shouldn't lose. Let's start off with day one, right? The first spit in the face to the WWE fans was Tiffany Stratton beating Jade Cargill. That was the ultimate spit in the face to everybody that Triple H did, because everybody knows Jade should have won this match. Tiffany Stratton, bro, is not a good wrestler. She botches moves week after week. How many times have we seen Tiffany Stratton jump out of the ring and try to do a backflip on somebody and she almost breaks her neck? How many times have we seen that? Right? How many times have we seen Tiffany Stratton cut a horrific promo just saying the same thing week after week? Hey guys, guess what time it is? It's Tiffany time. Sounded like a 5-year-old girl in elementary school, bro. Like, what about that as a good champion? I mean, seriously. Like, what do you guys see in her? And I see so many people give criticism to Jade Cargill, and they don't keep that same energy with Tiffany Stratton, who was 100 times worse than Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is one of the most athletic female wrestlers in WWE history. She is literally the female Bobby Lashley, bro. She is literally the female Brock Lesnar, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's ripped. Her finishing move is incredible. Now, does she need more work? Yes. But Tiffany Stratton needs a lot of more work. That's the difference. You don't have the chick beat somebody that's more talented than her, bro. You had her win Queen of the Ring. She beat Asuka, who's going to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, just for her to go to SummerSlam and lose to this fucking loser. It's Tiffy time. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm yelling because I'm pissed the fuck off, bro. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, bro. This shit with Triple H is doing, it's going way too far, bro. And we have to talk about it, bro. Jade Cargill should have beat Tiffany Stratton day one at SummerSlam. Everybody knows this, bro. And the only people that disagree with me, bro, maybe it's because you think Tiffany Stratton is pretty. Maybe it's because you don't find Jade Cargill attractive. Maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe you don't like black women. I don't know. I don't want to accuse anybody of being racist, but anybody that feels like Tiffany Stratton should have won that match, you are not being fair and you're not being honest, right? Now let's move on. Let's talk about Jacob Fatu. Why did Jacob Fatu lose his rematch for his United States Championship to Solo Sikoa? Jacob Fatu is by far, out of all the new signings to the WWE, he is by far the most over and the most popular new wrestler in the company. He wasn't even United States champion for 3 months. Now listen, I totally get him losing the titles to Solo Sikoa, because at the end of the day, he came into the company being Solo Sikoa's right-hand man. But at the end of the day, Jacob Fatu has surpassed Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu is arguably top 5 biggest star in the company right now. And my whole thing is this: if you were going to have him lose the rematch for his title, why would you book the match at all? This isn't a match that should have been on SummerSlam, bro. If you were going to have Jacob Fatu lose this rematch to Solo, just put it on a regular episode of Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Don't put this shit on the PLE just for Jacob Fatu to lose. That doesn't make any sense. And that's what I keep telling you guys, bro. When you look at how Triple H books matches, nothing makes any sense. Nothing makes any sense. You understand what I'm saying? So now let's talk about the main event, right? We all saw what happened last night, right? Let me start off by saying this. This title match between John Cena and Cody Rhodes, I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I think this is John Cena's best match he's ever had. And I think this is Cody Rhodes' best match that he's ever had. This match was incredible, bro. Like, this match was pure cinema. It was pure cinema, bro. And listen, unfortunately, like, the right person didn't win, right? But I told you guys, right? After Cody Rhodes won King of the Ring, I made a video. You can go back and watch it. I told you guys, when Cody Rhodes beat Jey Uso to win King of the Ring, I said that it's obvious that Cody Rhodes is going to take his title back from John Cena. I told you guys that. So I wasn't surprised last night. But the fact that Cody Rhodes won the match last night by doing one Cody cutter, that's insane, bro. John Cena ate this man, I think it was 3 times in a row, and he ate Cody Rhodes off the ropes, right? Cody Rhodes did the Cody cutter or whatever move he did 3 times in a row, and John Cena kicked out. The fact that he did it one more time, and that was enough to get the three pinfall, the 3 count, is insane, bro. The way that match ended between Cody Rhodes and John Cena was disgusting. It was horrible. It was stupid. And it didn't make any fucking sense. And the fans were literally screaming that they wanted John Cena to win. But like I told you guys, it's not about what the fans want. It's about what Triple H wants. John Cena has 4 more months before he is officially retired from the WWE. There was no reason why he should have lost this belt this early, bro. There was no reason, right? So, anyways, after the match, Brock Lesnar comes out, right? Now, for those that don't know, Brock Lesnar has sexual misconduct allegations about him, right? Basically, Vince McMahon pretty much tried to get this chick to sign to the WWE, but in order to sign with them, she pretty much was trying to get her to do some sexual things to Brock Lesnar in order to sign with them, right? Now, ultimately, it didn't end up happening. But this chick is suing Vince McMahon, and I think Brock Lesnar is being sued as well, right? So the fact that they still brought Brock Lesnar back, it just goes to show how desperate Triple H and TKO is, right? And you guys have to understand that this company has they have no integrity. They have no morals. They have no integrity. And one thing that we've learned about Triple H is he's all about shock factor. Whenever he sees the ratings going down, whenever he sees all of the criticism on social media, whenever he sees that the fans aren't satisfied, you know what he does? He brings somebody to the company that we haven't seen in a while, right? Kind of like what Roman Reigns, right? Like kind of like how Roman Reigns, like if you think about it, right? The only reason why this SummerSlam performed so well is because Roman Reigns came back. Let's be honest. If Roman Reigns would have never come back 2 weeks ago, this SummerSlam probably would have been the worst performing SummerSlam out of all of them. But Roman Reigns saved the show. So they brought back Brock Lesnar for shock value. Let's just call it what it is. Because Brock Lesnar coming out and F5ing John Cena made absolutely no sense, right? Now, I know back in 2014, he did the same thing to John Cena. At SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar came back in 2014, and he did the same thing, F5 John Cena. But, I mean, why do we have to get another match between John Cena and Brock Lesnar? They've wrestled multiple times. And a majority of the time, Brock Lesnar usually beats John Cena. So, why are we getting Brock Lesnar versus John Cena when he's about to retire? This doesn't fit into the storyline. If anything, you should have had Brock Lesnar come back to fight Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns took Paul Heyman from Brock Lesnar and he beat Brock Lesnar, took his belt. So that makes sense, right? It would have made sense if Brock Lesnar would have came out to fight Roman Reigns. But no, you have Brock Lesnar come out to attack John Cena for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep telling you guys, bro, nothing makes any sense about the way Triple H books matches. It's just all about shock factor. And it's just, I'm going to be honest with y'all, bro. I think Triple H gets off at night by pissing off the fans. I swear to God. Like, I figured it out last night. I said, Triple H enjoys not giving the fans what they want. Triple H enjoys fucking people over, right? So let's talk about CM Punk, right? I almost forgot, bro. I almost forgot to talk about this, right? So CM Punk, he beat Gunther, and he finally became the World Heavyweight Champion, right? But he was only champion for about 5 minutes, y'all. Because Seth Rollins came out, right? Came out with the crutches, came out with the thing on his leg, and then he ends up throwing the crutches. He rips the thing off of his leg, runs to the ring with Paul Heyman, cashes in his Money in the Bank, beats the shit out of CM Punk, and he cashes in to become the World Heavyweight Champion. This was a straight up humiliation ritual from Triple H on CM Punk, and this was a complete burial of CM Punk's career by Triple H. Like, let's be honest, guys. Like, the way that CM Punk lost that title at SummerSlam on night one, CM Punk didn't deserve that, bro. When you think of the fact that ever since CM Punk came back to the WWE, he has showed up consistently. He pretty much shows up on all of the PLEs, even the Saturday night main events. He shows up for the most part. CM Punk by far cuts the best promos arguably in WWE history. I'm not going to say the only people that I can really think of that cuts better promos than CM Punk is probably The Rock. But CM Punk, he's definitely in the top 3 of being the best on the mic, bro. Like, CM Punk has all of the tools to be a superstar, and that's why he is a superstar, right? But CM Punk didn't deserve this, man. Now, I'll give credit when it's due, right? I got to give Triple H credit for selling the Seth Rollins injury, bro. Like, they sold this injury that Seth Rollins had perfectly. The fact that we seen Becky Lynch, you know, outside of wrestling, spending time with her family, walking her kids, and you see Seth Rollins on a crutch, like, everybody believed that this injury was real. So the fact that Seth Rollins came back and we found out that the injury was just a part of kayfabe, right? It was a part of the storyline. That was incredible. But listen, man, there's a way that you do things, bro. What they should have did is they should have had Seth Rollins cash in that Money in the Bank on Gunther after he beat Goldberg. Because Goldberg should have never got a title shot in the first place. The fact that Goldberg at his age got a title shot against Gunther didn't make any sense. So what you should have did is you should have had Seth Rollins cash in on Gunther after he beat Goldberg. But instead of doing that, you had him do it on CM Punk. And listen, I get that CM Punk and Seth Rollins, they have a storyline together. I get that these guys have beef with each other. But you got to have integrity, bro. What happened to CM Punk at SummerSlam, that's the type of stuff that ruins careers, bro. Like, think of all of the kids that didn't grow up watching CM Punk. They're only going to know CM Punk for being champion for less than 5 minutes and getting cast in on Seth Rollins, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man was literally crying after... CM Punk was literally crying after he won the World Heavyweight title and he lost it to Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins cashed in on him, bro. That was an absolute burial on CM Punk's career by Triple H, man. Absolute burial. So with that being said, man, I just want you guys to understand, bro. As WWE fans, if you guys want things to change, you have to stop watching and supporting the show, bro. If you're gonna watch Raw and SmackDown, watch it illegally, bro. Like, watch it on TikTok with somebody streaming it or watch it on crack streams. But as long as you guys keep supporting the show, bro, like you keep watching Raw on Netflix, you keep watching SmackDown on USA, you keep watching NXT on CW, as long as y'all keep watching and supporting this garbage, bro, things are only going to get worse. Things are only going to get worse. And you have to voice your frustrations, bro. You have to voice your frustrations. Like, look at the R-Truth situation, right? Everybody on social media, including, you know, wrestlers, retired wrestlers and current wrestlers that still sign, everybody voiced how pissed off they were about R-Truth being released, right? Which forced Triple H to bring him back. What is R-Truth doing now? You brought back R-Truth to have a match with Aleister Black, and now he's disappeared. Now you don't have absolutely anything for him to do. Now he's just disappeared. Now we don't even know what he's doing, right? So that's the only way things are gonna change, man. Stop supporting the show, and that's how things will change, man. I'm done, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. This SummerSlam, this was it for me, bro. I think I'm gonna start watching AEW. I'm gonna start watching TNA, even though TNA is pretty much, you know, owned by the WWE now. But I'm done with wrestling, bro. Until Triple H gets fired, I don't think I'll be supporting the show anymore, man. So with that being said, man, thank y'all for watching. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, leave a comment. I'm out.